Welcome back. Let us continue. First question. In what ratio must rice at 9.3 per kg be mixed with rice at 10.8 per kg so that the mixture will be worth rupees 10 per kg? Okay. Here C is equal to 9.3. This is the cheaper one. And D, that is the costlier or dearer one, is 10.8. And when it is mixed together, M should be equal to 10. Therefore, we have to find out the ratio of D minus M to M minus C. So D minus M is nothing but 0.8 and M minus C is nothing but 0.7. Therefore, the ratio, that is Q1 by Q2, is equal to D minus M divided by M minus C, which is equal to 0.8 by 0.7 or nothing but 8 by 7. The ratio is 8:7. Option B. Next question. How much water must be added to 60 liters of milk at 1.5 liters for rupees 20 so as to have a mixture worth rupees 10 2 by 3 a liter? Okay. So here the cost of water is negligible, so we can assume that is 0. Now let us find out the cost of 1 liter of milk. The cost price of 1 by 2 or 3 by 2 liter of milk is equal to rupees 20. Therefore, cost price of 1 liter milk is equal to 20 by 3 by 2, which is equal to 40 by 3 rupees. Next, we shall draw the diagram. The cost price of water, that is C, is equal to 0. The mean price is 10 2 by 3 a liter, that is equal to 30 plus 2, 32 by 3. And the cost price of milk D is equal to 40 by 3. Now they are asking how much water must be added to 60 liters of milk. Therefore, we shall find out the ratio of water to milk. So, water to milk is equal to, the answer is D minus M by M minus C. So, D is 40 by 3 minus 32 by 3 divided by M is 32 by 3 minus 0. So, this is equal to 40 minus 32, that is 8 divided by 32. This is equal to 1 by 4. Therefore, the ratio of water to milk should be equal to 1 by 4 to have a mixture worth 10 2 by 3 rupees a liter. Therefore, water quantity is equal to milk quantity divided by 4. The total quantity of milk is 60. Therefore, 60 by 4 liters, which is equal to 15 liters. Answer is option A, 15 liters. Next question. In what ratio must water be mixed with milk to gain 20% by selling the mixture at cost price? So here note that the mixture is sold at the cost price of the milk. Therefore, you have to frame the inputs properly. Okay. Let us write the cost price of milk is equal to D. Next, this is equal to the selling price of mixture. Therefore, selling price of mixture, that is water and milk mixture, is equal to D, the same value. Therefore, they are having a gain of 20%. Gain is equal to 20%. Therefore, selling price of mixture is equal to 1.2 times the cost price of mixture. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now we can find out the cost price of mixture, that is equal to M, which is nothing but selling price of mixture by 1.2, that is equal to D by 1.2. This is equal to 1 by 1.2 D, or this can be written as 10 by 12 or 5 by 6 D. Okay. Now let us draw the diagram. The price of water is 0, C is equal to 0, and the cost price of milk is D. M is equal to 5 by 6 D. Note that M is not equal to 1.2 D because the mixture is sold at the cost price of milk. Okay. Now we shall find out the ratio. D minus M is equal to 1 minus 5 by 6 D. Here M minus C is equal to 5 by 6 D. Therefore, the ratio of water to milk is equal to d minus m, that is 1 minus 5 by 6, that is nothing but 1 by 6 d divided by 5 by 6 d. This is equal to 1 by 5. Therefore, the ratio of water to milk is 1:5. Answer is option A. Okay. The important part here is you have to find out the cost price of the mixture. You should not assume that the cost price of mixture is 1.2 times the cost price of the milk, because the mean price or the cost price of the mixture should be less than the cost price of the milk. So, M should be less than D value. Next question. How many kgs of first quality wheat costing rupees 80 per kg must be mixed with 36 kg of second quality costing rupees 54 per kg, so that 20% gain may be obtained by selling the mixture at rupees 72 per kg. Okay. So here if you see the first quality, that is the costlier one, is at rupees 80 per kg. Therefore, D is equal to 80 per kg. The second quality, that is the cheaper one, is C is equal to 54 per kg. Okay. Now they are saying it is sold at 20% gain at a selling price of 72 per kg. Therefore, selling price of mixture is equal to 72. Selling price of mixture is at a gain of 20%. Therefore, it is equal to 1.2 cost price of mixture. Therefore, CP of mixture, that is M, is equal to selling price of mixture by 1.2, that is nothing but 72 by 1.2. This is equal to 720 by 12, which is 60 times. Therefore, M is equal to 60. Now we shall draw the diagram. C is equal to 54, D is equal to 80. This is first quality and this is second quality. The mean price M is equal to 60. So here D minus M is equal to 20. Here M minus C is equal to 6. Therefore, the ratio of second quality wheat divided by first quality wheat is equal to D minus M by M minus C, 20 by 6, which is equal to 10 by 3. They are saying the second quality wheat is 36 kg. Second quality wheat is equal to 36 kg. Therefore, we shall substitute here 36 kg divided by first quality wheat is equal to 10 by 3. So, this is nothing but 3 into 36 divided by 10, that is 108 by 10. This implies first quality wheat is equal to 108 by 10, which is equal to 10.8 kg. So, the answer is option C. So, you have to mix 10.8 kg of first quality wheat with 36 kg of second quality wheat, so that you will get a gain of 20% when you are selling at rupees 72. Okay. Next question. The milk and water in two vessels A and B are in the ratio 4:3 and 2:3 respectively. In what ratio the liquids in both the vessels be mixed to obtain new mixture in vessel C containing half milk and half water? Okay. Here there are two vessels containing mixture of milk and water in the given ratios. Now we have to take some amount from vessel A and some amount from vessel B and mix it together such that the new mixture will contain half milk and half water. Okay. We shall solve this question by two methods. The first one is conventional method and the next one is through alligation method, and find out the answer. Okay. First we shall choose the conventional method and solve it. We shall consider the vessel A at first. Vessel A. Here the ratio of milk present is 4 divided by 4 plus 3, that is 4 by 7. Similarly, the ratio of water is equal to 3 by 7. Next, if you are taking X quantity from vessel A, we shall write for X quantity, the milk amount or milk quantity will be equal to 4x by 7. We are multiplying this ratio by x, that's all. Next is water quantity. This is equal to 3x by 7. So this is for vessel A. Next we shall do for vessel B. Ratio of milk is equal to 2 divided by 2 plus 3, that is 2 by 5. Similarly, ratio of water is equal to 3 divided by 5. Next, we are taking Y quantity from this vessel B and mixing it with C. Therefore, for Y quantity, the milk amount will be 2Y by 5 and water quantity will be equal to 3Y by 5. Next we shall mix them together. Vessel C. Here the quantity of milk is equal to quantity of water. That is, milk quantity is equal to water quantity. Therefore, the net milk quantity will be equal to 4x plus 7 plus 2y by 5. 4x by 7 plus 2y by 5, which is equal to 3x by 7 plus 3y by 5. We shall multiply throughout by 35 as that is the LCM. Therefore, 4 into 5 will be equal to 20x plus 2 into 7 is equal to 14y. Next, 3 into 5 is 15. 15x plus 7 3s are 21. 21y. We shall rearrange. 5x is equal to 7y. Therefore, x by y is equal to 7 by 5. Therefore, the ratio is option A, 7:5. We have to take from vessel A 7 times and from vessel B 5 times. Therefore, the ratio is 7:5. That is equal to x by y. So, this is through conventional method. Next, we shall try to solve the same question through alligation method. Okay. Here, we can write in vessel A, milk ratio is 4 by 7. In vessel B, the milk ratio is 2 by 5. So here the cheaper quantity is vessel B, which is equal to C, and the costlier or dearer quantity is vessel A, milk ratio, that is 4 by 7. So this is equal to D. Next we shall apply the rules of alligation and mixture. Therefore, C, D, M. C is equal to 2 by 5, D is equal to 4 by 7 and M is equal to 1 by 2, because vessel C contains half milk and half water. So in vessel C, the milk ratio is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to M. Therefore, as per the formula, here this will be D minus M and here this will be M minus C. D minus M is equal to 4 by 7 minus 1 by 2 and M minus C is equal to 1 by 2 minus 2 by 5. So this will be equal to, denominator is 14, this will be 8 minus 7, 1. Here this will be, denominator is 10, 5 minus 4, 1. Here C corresponds to vessel B and D corresponds to vessel A. Therefore, the ratio B by A, that is the quantity of mixture which we have to take from B divided by quantity of mixture which we have to take from A, is equal to D minus M by M minus C. Here D minus M is equal to 1 by 14 and M minus C is equal to 1 by 10. So rearranging we will get 10 by 14, which is equal to 5 by 7. But we have to find out the ratio with respect to A and B, that is A to B, not B to A. Therefore, A by B will be equal to 7 by 5. Therefore, the answer is option A, 7 by 5. So, we have seen the answers through two methods, that is the conventional method and also through alligation method. You can go through the steps once again to understand better. Okay. Let us stop here and continue in the next video. Thank you.